Gorgeous.
This is
This is,
me.
this is classic. This is classic, Trevor. This is classic.
Actually, Trevor couldn't make it, so I'm one of his brothers. So I'm
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
standing in.
We'll have the alien replacement.
I tell you what, it's so hot in there.
Yeah, hey.
I thought I'd surprise you there.
Where did you get that from?
Amazon.
Right.
But
I'm
I
gonna,
thought that's where the alien spaceship. I ought to
yeah.
I
I mean,
ought to get it.
I've ordered some lights. Yet to
Oh,
come.
good.
Yeah, I've ordered
Yeah,
some
you're
lights.
still a bit fuzzy.
I
I seem
know.
to have moved up to the top. I can only see my chin.
All right.
Is
Well,
that something at my end or your end?
I can see the whole of you. I can
I
see
don't get it.
the whole of your
I
face.
did. Well, you're very fortunate, but no, I can't really see. It doesn't matter if I can't see myself. But are we doing a visual as well with
Yeah,
this?
we're doing a visual. Yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
but it'll get
We'll
my
get.
chin in anyway. That's how are you anyway? All right.
I'm all right. I'm all right, my brother. Good to see you.
You
Good to see
too.
you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty good actually. Been rushing around buying a few late things for the holiday next week, but
Oh yes.
still got a few days, so no problem.
Oh yes. Holidays are always exciting, aren't they?
Yeah, it's good. Good just to have a change of surroundings. Looking
Absolutely.
forward to it. Yeah. Yeah, it'd
Yeah.
be good.
Yeah, that's good. So let's just do the usual. So
Yeah.
welcome to the Alien Spaceship with myself, Emmy Hikins.
And me, Trevor Gear.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. We've got
Good
some good
start.
stuff today. We've got some good stuff today, Trevor, for our listeners.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
I
our
hope
viewers.
so.
Yeah, now we have listeners and viewers. That's what
That's good.
that's what we're gonna be having. We're everywhere,
Yeah.
Trevor. We're everywhere. We're on Spotify. We're on Spotify. We're on Audible. I didn't know we'd get on
Well,
Audible. Yeah, we're on Audible and we're on iHeartRadio. It's brilliant.
yeah.
So I mean, what I sent you was just Spotify. There was like loads more that came through. We're everywhere
Yeah.
now. Yeah, we're everywhere.
That's encouraging.
I know.
Encouraging. Let's hope we live up to our billing on all these platforms. I mean, I can just continue where we were the other day a bit, and I was talking about these numbers that appeared on
Yeah,
my kitchen window.
yeah.
Do you remember that from the other day?
I do remember that. I actually said to you, I said, I thought you was being generous, giving me your PIN number.
No, I wouldn't do that, cuz I tell you. No, but it's a strange one because I suppose over those last 3 or 4 years, those numbers have appeared. Actually, it's over the last couple of years appeared about 3 times.
Yeah,
And you know, I've looked at the window afterwards, both sides. There's no hint of anything inside or on the surface, either surface, but just these numbers popped up 8360.
yeah, I said.
And as I say, I eventually I thought, well, I'll look this up on Google to see if it means anything. And strangely, it's if you look at Google about this, it says these are angel numbers. Now, I'm no religious fanatic by any means. I don't know whether I believe in angels. I think there's something beyond our life here, but who knows? But anyway, it says that these numbers seem to represent a guardian angel. So yeah, it was weird, almost a bit spooky, but it didn't feel uncomfortable. Um, but then, I mean, just moving on from that slightly, when my mother died
Right.
about 4 years ago, and these numbers came up after that.
Wow.
But a song she always liked. I mean, she liked her songs, her music,
Yeah.
and one she liked was a theme from the film Pearl Harbor, and the song was called "There You'll Be." You may know that song by Faith Hill. There you'll be, or there I'll be. I can't remember, but she liked that. And anyway, one evening we were listening to MTV, just on the TV, just sort of background stuff.
Yeah.
And then this song came on, so I sort of turned it up a little bit because I do like the song. And then after, I don't know after how long, but probably a minute or two, the television went off completely, just completely went off, no sound.
Wow.
And I thought, that's odd. And then it almost straight away came back on. And that happened twice more in that song. And it was weird, but weird in a good way, because again, our instincts, um, my partner and I at the time, we said, well, that could be my mother. As I say, we're not nut jobs on this sort of thing by any means. I'm certainly not.
Yeah.
But it did seem so strange that and I've heard before that if someone is just letting you know they're okay after they've died,
Yeah.
sometimes electricity is involved to do
Oh,
with
that's all
lights or TV or whatever.
kind of like a
So yeah,
song.
that was very strange, very
Yeah.
strange.
Wow. I mean, I'm religious, so but this is not a religious show by any means. But I do believe in angels. I
You
do.
do,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I believe that angels exist. But then to what extent? Um, the to what extent do we get to feel their involvement in human activities? That I'm not gonna I'm not gonna delve into because it's a bit deep that. But
yeah,
yeah, I do believe that there are angelic forces, that do certain things, um,
mm,
mostly supernatural things, that things that, the ordinary mind finds it a bit hard to comprehend or
yeah.
challenge,
That's right.
yeah, or a bit challenging to,
Mm,
sort of comprehend. But that being said, I also do believe that there are um, wicked angels, sort of like what the term fallen angel.
right,
So those are the angels that have had um, they've not really lived up to their what's that word I'm looking for, but they've not really lived up to what they were what they were supposed to be.
what
So
was expected of them? Yeah,
what's expected of them.
yeah,
So they sort of went the opposite way, contrary to what they should be, and
yeah,
and that was deemed as being evil in nature, and as such, they were cast out. They were cast out.
right,
They were cast out from heaven, and they still exist today. So they exist alongside the angels that obviously God still uses. But then there's something that is very important to note there is that these angels sometimes they do transform, and they take on the sort of the image or the form of a good angel. And
right.
yeah, so it's hard to differentiate between what's a good angel and what's not, because as you know and everybody else, and there is the presence of good and bad. So good and evil exist in the world that we live in. And that's why
Yeah,
you have things like people just going off the rail and doing horrendous things like serial killers, serial rapists and all that, and things that are not in not compatible with the human nature, or the human way of doing things, which is up for debate anyway. But yeah, but that's it about the angelic involvement. So one has to be careful, you know.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, one has to be careful not to be listening to, because you do get people that have committed heinous crimes, and you'd hear them say, "Well, you know what? God told me to do it," uh,
mm,
and you think, well, God is not associated with evil. So how could God have told you to kill somebody else and drink their blood, for instance, or do something that is in or something that you know, something that is how's that word what's that word I'm looking for? But you know, like chop up people's body parts or something, or do something, you know. I don't
we get, yeah, we're
know.
getting
I
a
know.
little bit heavy on that. I
I
think, I
know.
mean, it is an interesting subject, of course, and at the end of the day, I suppose we either have a measure of faith or we don't. That's all we can have. But I think a question that has always